You can always tell a powerful woman. She's the one building up the women around her. That is exactly who Kaye is. She turned her own struggles with skin and confidence into a mission, creating not just one, but two thriving spas that have helped others feel beautiful in their own skin. But today, the spotlight is on her. I created a surprise portrait to honor her journey, and in this video, you'll see behind the scenes of how it all came together. She inspired so many, and now it's time to celebrate her. Tell us your name, who you are, what you do.
Okay, my name is Kaye Starlight. I'm an esthetician with 15 years experience. I also own Starlight MedSpa, two locations in the GTA, Vaughan and Toronto. We're blessed to be 15 times award winning now. And that is because we do anything that we possibly can to make our clients' skin better, to listen to them, to go above and beyond for their services and just like pour our hearts into it. So we're grateful to be recognized like this and grateful for the client base that we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a outcome of the effort that you put in, and it came back.
Yeah. Good
Um,
energy.
yeah, exactly. And what is it that inspired you to go into skincare and eventually open up two spas?
Simple. I had raging acne that was just covering my whole face since I was 12 years old. So I wanted to go to school for aesthetics to learn how to fix my own skin, to always be around technologies that would make me feel better and look better. So that drew me into aesthetics. And from the pain that my acne caused me, I was able to relate to others in my shoes and pour into them all of the knowledge and what I see works. So from that, like honestness that I had and being the same as them, I do believe that helped me with my business. I never would have thought I could own a med spa because of all the expensive equipment. I'm a Nova Scotian girl. Didn't come here with money. Never got a handout from parents or anything like that. But I did work for another lady who, just opened up some shop in a dingy doctor's office. It was nothing special. The equipment wasn't nice. And she had clients lining up from Groupons. So I thought there's other ways to do this. So from that, I put the little that I had into, some equipment and opening up. And then little by little through good work, it just grew.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there were some things you had to let go of in terms of beliefs
Oh,
or yeah, get to where you
yep.
are
Mhm.
today.
Yep.
What were
There are tons of them. And this is exactly the philosophies I believe in. Our subconscious beliefs that we pick up from birth, all of these years, are responsible for everything that we have. So I was lucky enough to be recommended a book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. I started that around 23 years old. At this time, I'm literally overweight, full of acne, broke, terrible relationship. My life was a disaster, to be honest. And the premise of this book is affirmations, accepting yourself, stopping criticizing yourself, and looking at all of those beliefs and changing them because perception is reality. We can control our beliefs. So little by little, I took away that I can't have a med spa because I don't come from money, that you need top equipment to open a med spa. I took those out that clients are hard to come by or, oh, it's a slow time of year. All of those that limit my time, money, and energy, I just become aware that I have that belief and then I shift it. So now, money flows to me. I have an abundance of clients. Business is fun. Business is easy. I'm still human. I get caught all the time in my mind. Like our mind is beautiful, but it also holds us down so much. And it takes constant awareness to shift anything that is dragging us down like a weight.
that is so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like you went through a lot.
It's the secret,
Since but you're like
Yeah.
living proof.
Yeah.
And you really did the work,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. It was a lot of work and it is daily work every single day. And that's almost 15 years ago that started. And then this is what I have now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really inspirational
Yeah.
too. If you were to go back to that younger self,
Yeah.
what would you say to her?
I would say that this stuff does work and like the manifestations will happen. Just keep consistent. become aware of what you're tolerating and who you're tolerating in your life. People close to you might not be giving you a fair exchange energetically. Um, you could be turning a blind eye to some things out of comfort or like not sitting with yourself and listening to yourself. So I would tell myself to become very aware of what makes me feel good, what doesn't make me feel good, actions other people do that doesn't make me feel good, and having the strength to say something about that and change that. So I feel like avoiding hurting other people's feelings or just really turning a blind eye to the ugly things in my life also slowed me down.
And it seems like that took a long time too.
Yeah, they're still in the midst of it, literally.
Right. Yeah. Because you're like, okay, if I could go back, that would be the one thing.
Yeah.
That must be a
Yeah.
big lesson. I'm sure it's,
Yeah.
continuous life learning.
Yeah.
And in business, what would you say is the greatest lesson you've learned so far?
So many. And I still have like a million lessons to learn. I would say it's important to know that like business is numbers, like it is a numbers game. So to know my numbers and everything, and allow numbers and statistics to plan instead of, oh, everything is just going to flow to me. There has to be numbers, and numbers need to make sense and be calculated to not get me in a bad position that I can't take back later.
So it's kind of like the structure that supported your belief work.
Yeah.
You did the internal belief, and that wasn't necessarily like to sit and believe is not enough.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like structure. You had to look at the numbers, diligence.
Well, I didn't really look at numbers until maybe like the past couple years. I just literally flowed, and this energy is what drove me into action. I took action every day. Like there is no just sitting in a room and manifesting something. But I didn't try to learn that structured business part. So I think that slowed me down. Lots of money spent, lots of money wasted, a lot of bad financial situations. And just thinking, oh, it's okay. Millions are just going to flow to me, and and it kind of works, but a blend. No, I go a lot with my heart and not with my head, and the head is important in business.
Yeah, definitely. And that's really good wisdom to share too. Yeah, with women and with really anyone who's listening. Because I think that that's something that a lot of people can fall into. And, it's really good wisdom to pass on. So thank you. What is something that anyone can do to make their life more meaningful?
I would immediately say combing through your thoughts and like where you are versus where you truly would like to be. Not where your brain says is realistic could happen, but like the truth of your dreams. To be very clear about what your actual dreams are, where you'd actually want to live, what your actual career would look like, what an actual dream relationship would look like to you. And even if it's so far from where you are now, you need to at least know where that is to be able to move towards that. Don't just stay here where you are, where things aren't up to your potential. Find out the dream goal and then start becoming aware of steps that could take you there. And, journaling is going to be important. Affirmations, writing, like for journaling, even a prompt. What would I change about my life right now? You have to prompt yourself with a question to really be effective with journaling. If I was going to do one thing in my life right now to make it better today, what would that be? Write it down. People know the answers, but they don't devote the time or the focus to draw them out and act on them because they're just, in their minds all the time. Mind separation, get away from this thing.
Yeah. And those thoughts are fleeting. They come inspirational moment and disappear.
Yeah.
When we have.
Yeah. But if you consistently do this work every day, you're going to be focused and stay on track.
So you'd say that, achieving, working towards your heart's dreams, your true dreams, actually creates a meaningful life.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And gratitude for all of the good things. And again, perspective. So if you're grateful, your perspective changes. That changes your feeling. That changes the hormones in your body. It literally changes everything. Yeah. Gratitude isn't just silly. It's like, it literally can make such a difference in your life.
Yeah. And I'm really grateful for you for sharing. Thank you.
No, this has been lovely.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wanted to interview, but I also wanted to to acknowledge all the effort and contribution that you made to the humanity. Thanks to women and to men and everyone who we've worked with. So I make this for you as a symbol of everything you contributed.
That's so cool. Thank you. I love this. I believe that like art that is created by somebody has such a higher vibration. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Wow. May this painting serve as a reminder of your success. Through shining your light, you have given the permission to shine theirs, others permission to shine theirs. Always remember that you make a difference. Love, Nicole. That's so beautiful. Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I know.
I love it.
Speechless.
This portrait isn't just a painting. It's a reflection of her journey, strength, resilience, and the way she pours into others. Every brushstroke represents the women she's empowered, the confidence she's restored, and the legacy she's building. She's built a life of impact, and I hope that her story reminds you that your struggles can lead to your purpose, and that lifting others up makes everyone stronger. If this resonated with you, leave a heart in the comments and share with someone who needs this reminder today.